casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and the collective. So this is going to be an illumination reading. I kind of already cleared out the collective energy. I was just live on TikTok, but I'm still gonna clear the energy out because it's definitely a different vibe with YouTube's collective versus the collective that's on TikTok. So right now I'm just shuffling up my cards. Alright, so if there's anybody that wanted to ask any questions, definitely feel free. And I can answer any questions after I finish my illumination reading. Alright, just shuffling up my cards right now. Listen, the noise, we can't do the noise, okay?
I'm playing the game that says Alumina Cappuccino. That's probably low. Alumina low.
Okay, but I need y'all to be quiet. Actually gonna use the Galaxy deck to do the illumination reading. Holy Spirit, what's happening right now for the collective? Listen. Alrighty. There's a lot that came out. Okay. So, we got Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. All right. So, with this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, there's definitely a divine being. Somebody definitely has someone weird in their energy. Okay. And this individual is like, matter of fact, I ain't gonna read the karmic energy. You, collective, you are in Queen of Pentacles energy. You're definitely a healer. You're very nurturing, and you definitely set clear boundaries, and it's because you're very insightful. Okay, you're definitely feeling ambitious at this time. With this Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, you're definitely, you know, practicing consistency. You're definitely being like consistent with the path that you're on. Hey, right now I'm reading collective energy. So I'm going to be answering questions after I do the illumination reading. So you can ask your question and stick around and I'll answer it. All right, but either way, for collective energy, I got Page of Swords. So whoever you are, you definitely have a lot of new ideas. You're definitely like very communicative. You're feeling very inspired at this time. Somebody's definitely making like a lot of improvements, okay? And it could be in the form of like your relationships, your unions. You're definitely focused on having shared understandings with others. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely going through a breakthrough. And it's because you're focused on moving forward. You're focused on your goals. You're focused on, you know, your forward momentum. You're focused on the things that you are passionate about. Okay? How can the collective move with ease and grace, Holy Spirit? So in order for you guys to move with ease and grace, you're being called to focus on your new beginnings at this time. And you're also being called to focus on like your forward movement, like your independence, okay? definitely, you know, somebody could be feeling like stuck in the past at this time, and it's mainly because of fear. So like you gotta focus on your stability, your security, you know, focus on your resources, any career opportunities that could be like presenting themselves like towards you. But you're definitely being called to move with ease and grace. You're focusing on your self-sufficiency at this time. Holy Spirit, what is the collective learning from the cycle? Okay, so something that someone is learning right now, like you're learning that your lack of completion when it comes to some type of goal, that's what's leading to some anxieties for you. Yo, what?
I can't. The iPad froze in the middle of the game I was playing.
Turn it, Zion, turn it off and then go back to it. What is currently leaving for the collective, Holy Spirit? What's currently leaving is you feeling like you had to work hard for something. Maybe it took somebody like a long time to cancel something. Like it was something that you didn't like see a future in anymore, and you cut it off. So what's currently leaving is you feeling like you have to do a lot of hard work to do it. Like something was generating a lot of anxiety for someone. And it's leading to a lot of happiness. Okay, something was definitely like making you feel isolated. It may have had you feeling like you was at a breaking point, but you're definitely moving forward. All right, but you're definitely moving forward. Okay, there was somebody in your energy that, you know, they were causing you to feel some type of despair. They could have been causing you to feel like some type of like injustice. Okay, and it's because this individual was very dishonest. Okay, so now you're starting to take responsibility of your path and where you see your life going, because you know it's no more with this overextending of your energy. Okay, what's on its way in for the collective, Holy Spirit? And I'm sorry for the noise, because what the fuck? All right, so what's on its way in is harmony. Okay, you are going to be in harmony. Okay, because you may have had issues with your business. You may have had to deal with people that just, you know, had a lot of broken promises. You might have had to deal with some type of heartbreak, separation, emotional pain. Somebody literally could have been having like heart problems. Like you were just feeling very upset, and it was due to some type of loss. But what's to come in is a lot of emotional stability and feeling like secure. Holy Spirit, what's their medicine for the moment? Yeah, so your medicine for the moment is to move on, okay? Your medicine for the moment is to let go, walk away from some type of situation that wasn't serving you, pretty much. What else for the collective energy, Holy Spirit? Yep, release. So your message is to release something. There's something that you need to release. There's something that you need to walk away from. There is something that, you know, some type of downfall to a situation. So you definitely walked away from something that was not serving you, okay? And that's what's leading to a lot of new love, okay? This conflict, this feeling of imbalance, you know, could have caused you some type of trust issues at some point, but it's definitely leading to like an emotional awakening, like, and also a lot of compassion for you to have towards yourself. Like a lot of new love and good feelings are coming in for you guys. So that's really good energy. If you want to ask any questions, you can drop your questions and I can answer them for you. I'm gathering up my cards and I'm going to shuffle up some more. Oh, no. And I'm also going to pull cards just to clear up the collective energy at this time. So if you do have any questions you want to ask me, you can go ahead and ask it. So you can ask me yes or no questions. You can... I have Hidden Truth Oracle cards. I have Dark Confession Oracle cards. But yeah. And if you would like to, you know, just have me read the energy, clear out the energy, you know, surrounding you or someone else, definitely let me know. And I could pull some tarot cards for you as well. But I'm going to to use my moon deck to clear out this energy right now for the collective. Because, man, when I was live on TikTok, I got a wave of heat. And literally the heat just came back. So it's definitely a widow that is a lurking. Okay? All right. What's happening with the collective right now, Holy Spirit? Yeah, some type of negative energy. Like somebody's definitely trying to send out some type of negative energy, but you're definitely standing your ground. Okay, you're standing your ground because like you have a lot of choices. You have a lot of decisions that you need to make. And you're realizing that it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward from what does not serve you. Okay, and through your focus and independent work, that is how you're able to manifest. Okay, somebody is definitely in a heavy manifestation energy. It's a lot of wands. So it's definitely some fire energy. So definitely could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. And then Pentacles came out, and then we got the Moon. So definitely could be an Earth sign that could be sending out some type of weird energy. This individual is trying to affect your time spent with good company. They do not want you to have a good time. They do not want you to celebrate. They do not want you to like have a friendship. Like you definitely are gaining a lot of clarity when it comes to some type of situation. Yeah, like, and you're manifesting releasing yourself from some type of karmic cycle. There was somebody that was definitely doing some type of moon magic, some type of something, because they wanted you to be stuck in some type of cycle, but they're realizing they're the ones stuck in that cycle. Why? Because you are going through a breakthrough. You are having harmonious relationships. You are celebrating. You are literally experiencing everything this person tried to take from you. And now this individual is feeling a lack of harmony while you're being fulfilled and receiving all of your blessings. No, that's right. The Chariot card, we're trying to sleep. Definitely a victory. You are definitely victorious against any of these attacks that have been going towards you. And these individuals are now mentally blocked. They are sick. And this is your justice. And it's because you're honest. It's because you stood in your truth. Like somebody definitely stood on business. You're receiving a lot of good karma, and it's because of all the work that you've been doing. Somebody has definitely been working hard when it came to their healing. You're definitely going through a rebirth at this time, and it's because you followed your intuition. You definitely was not worried about nobody. Literally, like, you learn when to slow down. You realize, like, if somebody's manifesting negative emotions for you, that means that the yes is a motherfucking no. Like, that means that you need to slow down and consider the next steps of your journey, because those that are a part of your soul tribe, those that are meant to be in your life, they are not going to manifest no type of negative emotions for you. That's not to say everything is going to be perfect, but that's also not to say, like, bruh, if every time I talk to you I'm feeling away, if every time I'm talking to you it's some bullshit that's happening, bitch, get away from me. Literally, you're letting go of these tower moments. There was literally somebody that always manifested something bad. It's like every time you got around this person it was something, and it's like you gave this person a benefit of the doubt, and then it got to a point where you was like, bro, I gotta let you go because you got some shit with you. Literally, somebody probably literally said that, because that was specific as fuck. You are a divine being, okay? You in a very fertile energy. And it's because you remain hopeful, okay? You've gained a lot of emotional stability, mental stability. You know, you're definitely in a good place. And then you also learn to practice kindness and compassion. You do not live in your ego. You don't walk in your ego. Thank you. What else for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you heavily follow your intuition, and that is why you are receiving a lot of good karma, okay? It's fated for you to go through this cycle. Definitely fated for you to go through this cycle, because there was an individual that was trying to cast illusions onto you, okay? And these illusions were not the truth. You are a truth-seeking individual, and you are an individual that lives in your truth. And it's like these people was just trying to, they were trying to block you from love. They were trying to block you from loving yourself. They were trying to block you from, you know, being in union with like your divine partner. partner or like a soulmate connection with your soul family. Like somebody was definitely trying to play on your top, and it's because they knew that your legacy was right around the corner, and your legacy is still around the corner while that motherfucker is still hating from the sidelines. You are about to generate a lot of generational wealth. You are about to generate a lot of success, and it's because you chose to seek true happiness. Okay, somebody was feeling like, I'm trying to manifest my blessings. I'm trying to move forward. And you felt like things were pretty stagnant for you, but then you realized that you had to take pure action when it came to your goals. You couldn't just sit around and wait for somebody to save you. And that is what helps you. Following your intuition, seeking divine guidance, focusing on your healing. And that was the best thing that you could have did, okay? Literally, you stepped out of your comfort zone, and that's what led to you closing out of this toxic cycle. Okay, listen, I'm not making it up. I ain't just talking. It's a lot of endings, and then they're leading to a lot of new beginnings. Okay, so you definitely have a lot of newness coming in, and you're very sure of yourself. I ain't making it up. You're very sure of yourself, okay? You definitely have a fresh start. And I'm not going to say, like, the fresh start is coming. Literally, this fresh start is happening currently, right now. Okay, so this could be love connection. It could just be about you moving with love and not malice. You definitely have a new outlook when it comes to the world around you. Okay, you have resolution from a lot of conflicts, and it's easy for you to resolve these conflicts. There's no more fighting, there's no more arguing, there's no more malice, chaos. All of that shit is gone. Somebody wanted to like cause you a whole bunch of anxieties, and at this time it's in the spotlight. It's in the spotlight in the 3D, and it's also in the spotlight with the divine. Okay, forward momentum. Somebody wanted you to feel stagnant, and you're moving forward. Okay, somebody definitely is in the spotlight at this time. Somebody is going to be receiving a lot of deserved success. You're definitely going to be getting like a lot of congratulations. Okay, definitely a renewed energy. You definitely are consistent, and you're following a good routine, and that is the best thing that you could have did. Okay, this hard work that you're doing is paying off at this time. Literally. And it's because you healed yourself. It's because you stayed sure of yourself. Okay, you gained a lot of emotional stability as well. Like you're learning how to be nicer to yourself. Okay, when it came to a lot of these conflicts, people tried to just do a lot of things to put you in a lower vibration, and you kept your eyes on the divine. Like you literally walk by faith and not by sight, and that's what's leading to your horizons expanding. Okay, this great communication that you have with the divine. Okay, this mental clarity that you have, knowing that what you seek is yours. That's what's keeping you. Literally, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is remaining grounded even through adversity. Okay, whoever I'm talking to is definitely embodying self-love at this time, and it was very courageous of you to do that. It was very courageous of you to take this stance of solitude, because it might have been scary. It's always scary to do things by yourself. It's always scary to take a step and you don't know what it's going to turn into, but you have faith. You have faith in the divine, and then you also have faith in yourself, and that was the best thing you could have did, because you showed your strength. You showed your resilience, and that was the best thing that you could have did. So if you have not gotten your flowers, I'm giving you your flowers right now. Literally, you broke free from the status quo. You chose to break free from the matrix. Like, you realize that you are individual. King of Pentacles. I'm not making up this shit. It's like you're achieving so many of your goals, and it's through the hard work that you're doing. Okay, you're learning from trial and error, and you're making any necessary changes that you need to make. Okay, what else, Holy Spirit? Any emotional blockages that you may have, any lack of self-love that you may have, it's no more. You're a magician energy. You are manifesting your future. You are manifesting your desires. And it's because you stay confident within yourself, and you stay confident in your spirit team, and you stay confident in the Most High. You stay confident in your future and where you knew your future was going. You knew where you were going.
You might regret this.
Hey, Matt, can you tell me my future? ask a question and I can answer. So you can either ask a yes or no question, or you can ask you know, for clarity or something. I could read your energy, but you have to ask it in a question form that is giving me permission to tap into your energy, because I'm not going to tap into your energy without your permission. All right. So back to the collective. You guys have people unable to move forward at this time. Somebody was definitely trying to play in your energy, okay? And you definitely said, hell no, you're not about to do that. Why? Because they were a liar. And somebody was working with someone else to do something horrible to you. And you chose to walk away. And the moment that you walked away, it was at the perfect time, because somebody was definitely planning something sinister, okay? And they're realizing that whatever the fuck they did, it was a bad investment. They were very, very arrogant, and they fucked around and found out real fast that you don't play with one of God's chosen ones. You don't. Because maybe things were looking like, you know, they were gonna prevail, but the Most High definitely waited, literally waited. And now they secrets being revealed. They getting caught up left and right. These motherfuckers don't know what to do, because it's like every way they turn is something different, literally. And it's because they were a low vibrational ass energy, and you set boundaries against these motherfuckers. And kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you, because this is what you're getting. We got the Sun and we got the Nine of Pentacles. Your success, okay? And it's because you stay confident in yourself and your goals. That's why you're getting a lot of success. That's why you're getting a lot of personal fulfillment, okay? Literally. And it's wild, because it's like even with all these blessings coming in to you, you still remain gracious, you still remain humble, and these people playing in your energy, they're not feeling overwhelmed. Hello. They're not feeling overwhelmed, because now they don't know what the fuck to do. So Queen of Wands came out in reverse with the Lovers card. And then we got Page of Swords. So it could have been a Gemini that was playing in somebody's energy. Okay? And this individual is, you know, they're very overly dominant. It's like they felt like what they said goes. Like they felt like whatever they were doing, they could get away with it. Okay? And now they're seeking knowledge, and they're trying to find a new perspective, because they're realizing that whatever they were working towards doing, it's not prevailing. So now they're trying to find a different way, and they're trying to pivot, and they don't realize it's some fire about to come up under their ass. The Emperor card came out in reverse. This person had no boundaries. This person was a very, very negative, and that is why things are not moving forward for them. It's a lot of change incoming, okay? And the change is incoming in a horrible way, because this individual refuses to follow their intuition. They refuse to give up on attacking you. Literally. And it's because they have a lot of heartache. So it could have been somebody's ex or something, but this motherfucker is messy as hell. They're very, very messy. You chose to look within yourself. Hi. You chose to look within yourself, because somebody was being very dramatic, okay? So maybe you could have went through some type of depression or something, where you would have been feeling unbalanced at some point in time, okay? And you know, maybe you had a, you know, everybody has those times where they're low vibrational in some type of way. But the thing is, this person was being dramatic. It's like, instead of supporting you, instead of loving you, instead of being there for you, they chose to just talk shit, bro. All right, right now I'm gonna shuffle up my cards, and I'm gonna continue to clear out the energy for the collective. If anything is resonating for you, please press the thumbs up button, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can ask me questions, yes or no questions. You can ask for clarity. You can ask me to read the energy, drop a name. Just let me know. And my bad for the background noise. My microphone died when I was live on TikTok, so no, it might be a little loud. So right now I'm just shuffling up, and I'm gonna continue to clear the energy out for the collective, okay? So if it is resonating, please like and subscribe. What do we... You can address me as Mac. But yeah, I'm a light worker. All right. Lady boss, what is it I need to know? All right. Holy Spirit, what is it that Lady Boss needs to know at this time?
Here. Stop always crying.
Okay, so what you need to know right now is you were unable to work with someone. Okay, so it probably was a betrayal, some type of trauma, tears probably was shed. It was some type of separation that happened. You separated from somebody, and that is leading you to a lot of endless choices. So maybe you've been daydreaming a lot lately, but you're definitely searching for some type of like purpose, like doing something. What else for Lady Boss Holy Spirit? Yeah, so somebody was trying to cast some type of illusion onto you to make you feel powerless. Okay, so maybe you had a day or something that you was feeling like exhausted, or you've been feeling exhausted or whatever, but you know, it was just an illusion, and you realized that it was an illusion because you're learning how to like trust your intuition more and more and more every day. Like there was a dominating type of energy, but King of Pentacles came out. So the Emperor came out in reverse, and then King of Pentacles came out in upright. So like you have a lot of abundance, wealth, generosity. Somebody is planning on being generous with you in some way. I don't know if this person is going to tell you something, you know, maybe give you insight, guidance. They're gonna give you something. Somebody's gonna give you something. Okay, so just expect to receive something. So make sure you're in the energy of receiving at this time. You're gonna be receiving a lot of good things. It's either gonna come in the form of money, because it did come out with King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is cash. So you might be receiving a lot of money. You might be receiving some type of like investment, some type of something, but you're gonna be receiving something. Oh, what? All right. Will a Baba ever find love, Holy Spirit? You're welcome. Okay, so you're gonna find love, but you need to focus on harmony and like a family type of situation, because you kind of have like control issues in some type of way. Hi, Pekov. Like you kind of like, you know, you have like a fear of change with when it comes to something, or like you could save your money but you keep it like too close. And what I tell people is, it's not to say to be recklessly spending, but also you cannot hold things so close and so tight, because that's when it gets snatched away like quicker. Okay, what is it that Damar needs to know, Holy Spirit? All right, so Damar, what you need to know is that you are in a heavy manifestation period right now. You have a lot of desire and you have a lot of willpower, okay? So what you need to do is to work on your vulnerabilities and your insecurities, because maybe you have like a little bit of a low confidence when it comes to something right now. So you're being called to have courage. There's something that you want to do, but you're not like, it's like you're not doing it out of fear. So you're being called to push and do it, okay? Bite the bullet and do it. Whatever it is that you want to do, do it, because we got the Magician card, and that is a really powerful card, okay? You are in a heavy manifestation period, so you got to believe that you have it. You got to believe that, you know, you're going to get whatever it is that you could be anxious about, okay? All right, any collective energy, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody has a fear of the unknown, but you definitely have a breakthrough that's coming through for you. Okay? Yeah, like it could be some type of creative opportunity. Definitely like a fresh type of energy. You're welcome, Damar. How my daughter would behave and feel at her new school. What Alex feels if he wants to return. We have been out of contact for 4 years. What about Pacav's daughter? Okay, so Ace of Wands came out in reverse. So that means there's like a lack of direction and distractions. So it seems as though you're distracting yourself from the things that are actually bothering you. And it's like you're distracting yourself with like these different scenarios and situations. Because the trend of like with these questions, it's like it's not about you. It's not about your path, your forward movement. It's like you're distracting yourself by worrying about someone else's path. Not to say that it's a bad to care about what another individual has going on, but at the same time, you have to focus on you and your path and your forward momentum, especially if it's something to do with your children. You have to nurture yourself and care for yourself and focus on yourself for your future, because that will help guide your children on a better path. You are the blueprint, okay? But that was the only thing that came out because you see me shuffle, all right? Any collective energy, Holy Spirit? See, it's a whole bunch that came out just now. And when I pulled it for you, it was only one. So I don't mean to be like harsh. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, okay? Somebody definitely has a new beginning coming their way, okay? And it's going to lead to some type of breakthrough. And this was literally your karmic path, okay? You have a lot of good karma coming your way. There was something that you're imagining about, like it's something that you really want, but you need to act on it, okay? It's a fresh idea. It's going to go really well. But it seems like you might have a fear. So maybe you have a fear of traveling. Hi, Marwa. Like you might have a fear of traveling or something. Like definitely something new that's going to happen. I'm doing well. How are you? But somebody's definitely having an emotional like awakening at this time. Yeah, you're having an emotional awakening because there could have been some type of financial dispute. It could have been somebody might have dealt with like a bankruptcy or some type of like rocky foundation. Like something was definitely rocky. Like, and it was someone around that could have been like lack of quality. Like it's a weird type of situation. And somebody had like a bad reputation. May I ask if Ryan did magic on me to love him? Okay. Did Rayon do magic on, well, like a love spell? Did Rayon do like a love spell on Marwa, Holy Spirit?
Why is not working?
Okay. So you got 3 no's. It says, okay. So no, Rain did not do like a love spell on you, but it's like a toxic situation, okay? And that's why you felt that way, okay? But it seems as though your intuition is showing you what path to take when it comes to it, because it says comes back to bite you. Bitter taste, go sour, storm too violent, shelter needed, last minute changes, too late, behind schedule. So it seems as though it's a lot of back and forth energy when it comes to this, or y'all might not be in contact. Either way, to answer your question, that person did not do like any type of love spell or black magic on you, but it's definitely a toxic type of situation. But it says you're being shown the way and welcomed with open arms. So you're being called not to ignore the good that is going on, okay? It seems like you might be focusing on like the dark qualities. I found out his family have weird practices. Yeah, so he might not have those weird practices, but the family could be having those weird practices. Yeah, so he's probably not doing anything. You know, sometimes people are born into karmic families, you know, and this is my personal, you know, my family is odd and I'm separated from them because I'm not with none of that bullshit. Okay? What else, Holy Spirit?
I was somewhere with nothing and then I was sad.
Yeah, it says finding direction. So you're definitely finding direction on what's happening. You're moving forward, but it seems like it's going in a good way, okay? Let me see. My oldest daughter and son was taken from me when they were kids. Am I going to see them again?
Nope.
All right. Is Lady Boss going to see her two oldest daughters and son, Holy Spirit? It says yes. True north found. Follow this direction. So yes, you are going to see them again, Lady Boss. You are going to see them again. And it says true north found. So keep following that direction of knowing that you are going to see them again, because your hope is what's bringing them closer, and that's what's going to make it come faster and faster, okay? This is a heavy manifestation period right now, especially with this storm, okay? I think he didn't want to talk about his family because of that practice. Probably. He probably didn't want to talk about it because, you know, when people have karmic families, it's shame. It's a lot of shame because it's like, you know, he probably had to come to terms with the fact that, like, you know, damn, like I was born, you know, into this toxic environment. And it's embarrassing talking about stuff like that, especially if, like, you don't even fuck with your family no more and they into, like, a bunch of weird shit. It's like, bro, why? Okay. But yeah, he definitely still has to focus on making peace with it. But it seems like he is. On Lady Boss. You're welcome. Can I ask Alex what she feels? I'm also wondering if Andra is friends with us or she feels something more because she's behaving differently. Okay. What does Alex feel about pack off, Holy Spirit?
Are we going to the beach?
Okay, Alex feels like she's losing direction. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if you guys walked away from each other, but Alex came out as Queen of Swords. So she's kind of frustrated, or like she's feeling like all messed up inside. I don't know if it's anxiety or what, but Alex feels powerless. Alex is feeling powerless at this time. What's going on with Andra, Holy Spirit, regarding to Paco? All right, and Anja is very imbalanced. That's why she could be behaving differently. Okay, and then it also says an ability to commit to anything, overextending chaos. So Anja is in like a scatterbrained, chaotic type of energy, and Alex feels abandoned at this time. You're welcome. Can y'all please quiet down? Please. I'm sorry, my kids don't give a damn about being loud. Alright, collective messages, Holy Spirit. This is my room. I could be loud as I want. If you want to be loud, go to your rooms. Both of y'all. Like, y'all both have your own room, and y'all be trying to chill in here, trying to tell me what to do. That's not funny. Okay, somebody in someone's energy is, like, stuck in the past. Alex have no love, just angry. I could ask. All right, does Alex have any love, Holy Spirit? Oh, yeah, it says no. Cannot break the ice. Chilly reception, bleak. So, and I asked if Alex didn't have any love. Like, I did not say towards you or towards the situation, but it's showing like cannot break the ice. Chilly reception, bleak. So Alex is definitely salty. Okay.
Intro. This is the intro.
Let me see. Let's get some clarity for Pop-Up, Holy Spirit.
Why did I know it could be that?
Yeah, there's no communication happening. But there is like a leaving behind type of energy. Okay, so you're probably being called to like leave that situation behind and move on to something new. Okay, because this one is like letting go of hatred, moving on. And then this one is new ideas, witty. So, you know, move towards the situation that feels like life, you know, is in it, like full momentum. Because it seems, yeah, it seems like you're being guided to walk away, but it seems like you have a lot of compassion, but it seems like you have more compassion and love for the situation than this person is offering to it. You know that saying, don't pour from an empty cup? So yeah. Can I add something new in my love life?
Nope.
Wait, so you're asking if you will have something new in your love life? Just ask it in a complete sentence. Because, like, you asking if it's something new coming in your love life? Oh, yeah? Okay. Is it something new coming in Paka's love life, Holy Spirit? Okay. So, no, nothing new is going to come in your love life unless you walk away from these energies that are lingering. Okay. I don't know if it's thoughts that you're having, you know, because you did ask about those other people. But you need to settle that and get some closure, or you know, make these necessary endings to separate yourself energetically from those individuals first, because all it's going to do is ruin any new connection. So if you want to have better, you have to be in solitude from these people that's in your energy at this time. Okay, but to answer, you will have something new in your love life, but these past connections are going to ruin it, because it seemed like you're not over, you know, whatever it is. It's like the inability to move forward is going to severely affect anything better from coming to you. Okay, yeah, like I picked it up and I'm just shuffling it and it says release. Too much responsibility, breakdown, lacking the will to go on, collapse, downfall, procrastination. You need to like release those energies, those people, whatever. Any collective energy, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Queen of Wands came out. Yeah, so it's like you can't move to something new because there's like jealous, pushy, demanding, vengeful, hot temper, selfishness, insecurities, and vengeful. Like you moving on is gonna leave somebody in devil energy. Okay? You can't, yeah, heartbreak, deceit. Like it's a lot of low vibrational shit that's gonna happen if you don't make peace and move on from your past. So maybe somebody could be giving financially to some type of situation, but there's going to be a rapid change in it, or it's going to gain momentum when it comes to some type of financial support. Is sun, moon protected from anything or anyone bad that can happen to them, Holy Spirit? It says the bridge is frail, crossing is risky. So that means that you are protected from anything bad that could happen to you, but you knowing that a situation is risky is not going to go well. So it's giving the energy of you contemplating going somewhere or doing something and you have a bad feeling about it, and if you still go, something's bad's gonna happen. So you have to follow your intuition, okay? Because you are highly intuitive, and that's why this card came out like that, because you be knowing. You be knowing when something's good for you, and you be knowing that something's bad for you.
I'm trusting these getting old. Easy.
All right. Holy Spirit, what's the energy with Marwa and Rayon? Holy Spirit.
Banana split.
This says compromise, solutions to a conflict, reconciliation, moving on past resentment. So it seems as though like the horizons are pretty bright, you know, with you and Rayon. It seems like you guys are going to resolve some type of conflict, reconcile, but definitely a lot of moving forward. Like it's a lot of upward like momentum. So that sounds really good.
Oh, big chunkies. Oh.
Can I get some clarity on Pakov about his new job and how they will feel about him, think about him, Holy Spirit?
Boom.
Okay.
Big chunkies.
So this is Tower, because we got the Tower and then neglected social life. So you need to not overshare when you go to this new job, because if you overshare too much of your personal life at this job, it's gonna lead to a tower moment, and this tower moment is gonna come in the form of like gossip or scandal. So what you're being called to do is when you go to this new job, you're going to be guarded a little bit, you know, still be friendly, you know, smile, hey, hi, but do not share your personal life, okay?
You're trash.
And things are gonna go great.
In games, bro. Oh my god, how can I do this? Boom.
He didn't fight May. May I ask about how he feels and sees me? Oh no, I get it. I used to have I used to have an issue. Thank you. I used to have an issue with oversharing. Okay, what you're gonna do if you overshare a lot, especially like in public around other people, get you a journal, okay, and write that down. Write that down. Okay? Because that's what I did and it helped a lot. Okay, that just means that like oversharing is because, you know, you want to be understood and you want to find common ground with others, and that is because you have a pure spirit. But some people, they just want to know personal, like they love people that are oversharers because they're literally just taking shit and writing it down to use it against you later, okay? And that's because they're not genuine. So what you're being called to do is like write it down, okay? Maybe if you at work and you have a moment where you like want to overshare or something, like definitely try to pivot the conversation, keep it light, because people try to bait you, and that's the thing that's hard about it. When you overshare, it's like they can tell a person that is very genuine and they try to guide the conversation a certain way. So just practice how to pivot that conversation. I would recommend you watch a show like The Office or something like that, to where it's very lighthearted, you know. Watch a lot of like lighthearted things and don't let it get deep, okay? If someone asks you about your family, like talk about something simple like food. Like that is shit that I like to do. Like you just talk about like surface level stuff, you know, talk about food, talk about, you know, stuff like that, you know. Don't let them get too deep. No, definitely don't talk about the news, because that's, you know, that's intense. You never know where that can go, you know. But you gotta talk. I like a clear-cut way to keep it surface level is to talk about food, talk about animals, talk about you could talk about food, talk about animals, you could talk about like cars, sports, like that's the shit you talk about. But talking about the news, that could go, you know what I'm saying, a whole different way. Or you could talk about COVID, right? You could talk about 2020 because everybody got a story to talk about like in 2020. So you could do that. But yeah, definitely don't talk about, please don't talk about the news. Because even saying the news, that shit gives me anxiety. Like, we ain't even talking about it for real big. Talking about the news. It's like, hell nah.
Yay, let's go. Wait, what?
Okay, I had problems with Minka. I wonder if she still talks badly about me or if she lets me alone. What about Minka and Pakov Holy Spirit? Is Minka still talking shit?
Got him.
Okay, so it says emotional detachment, mental turmoil. So Minka is not talking. Shh. Okay, so Minka is not talking badly about you, but Minka is in mental turmoil. So Minka probably wants to talk bad about you, but don't nobody want to hear that shit. So Minka is just stuck in their head. Mara, you're funny. All right, so I'm gonna clear up my cards, and then I could do some more. What's wrong with? We'll see. I'm gonna clear up my cards, and then I'll look more into it. Okay, because I have dark confessions, and I have the hidden truth oracles. So I'm gonna pull those to see what's up.
I could just really just get to 1,000.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, let's go. Oh,
Alright.
if I just, I'm done. I'm just done. Oh, okay, I'm not good.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna.
Oh my God, I'm cooked.
Let me
If I just
see.
make that. And
What about, what was the name again? Minka. What's the hidden truth regarding Minka, Holy Spirit?
Oh my God. Oh, if I cannot stick this, bro, I'm cooked.
Yeah, Minka is very closed, or it's like they don't know how to feel. Okay, so Minka feels like you were the best thing in their lives. That's why they're so messed up. Yeah, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I know I messed up everything. So Minka is definitely stuck in their head because Minka knew that they were wrong for like whatever they did to you, and that's why they feel like that. Alright.
All about that game or not. If I just like stick that.
Alright, lady boss, what I need to know about a Gemini I'm dating. Alright, Holy Spirit, what does Lady Boss need to know about this Gemini that they're dating?
I'm gonna be good.
Okay, so when it comes to this Gemini, this individual is kind of stubborn. Okay, but when it comes to this person being stubborn, you guys might bump heads a little bit, but there's gonna be some type of compromise. All right, but when it comes to this compromise, make sure that you, for one, do not focus on the negative, and that you also make sure that you don't lose direction in where you want things to go. So pretty much don't lose yourself in the connection, trying to stay on, you know, a level ground with this person. So confirmation, so you need to stand your ground, okay? And also, you know, do it in a productive way. But this person is a little bit dominating, so they're gonna try to dominate your energy a little bit. But it doesn't seem like this person is a bad person, but you're just gonna have to set your boundaries and compromise with this individual, but you're gonna have to do it in a gentle way, okay? And honestly, I don't know why, because I don't even watch this lady for real, but it's giving like sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? If you know, you know.
Boom. Boom.
Okay.
These big tongues is freaking me out.
Thank you, Pakov. I appreciate it. Did the high priestess make a sign for her master to show she submits and wants to read for him? Does she allow him to send her gifts to open her heart for love? What? You need to I don't understand your. I don't know how. I don't know how to ask that.
I just got boom. Let's go.
If you drop a name, I could just read the energy. because I don't know how to ask that, because you asked like 2 questions and it's kind of like confusing. So yeah, just drop some names and we could get into it, okay?
That I don't even know right now. Wait, what is apples?
Right. For Marwa.
No, that's impossible. What can I do?
How does Rayon see and feel towards Marwa, Holy Spirit?
Oh, there's a banana peel right there. Anyway, I'm supposed to get that anyway. Yeah, that's really confusing.
Okay.
If I could just really
So
if I could just really make this
there's some type of like breakthrough happening between you.
Needs to go away right now.
There's some type of breakthrough happening between you and Ryan. And it's gonna have to do with like giving and receiving. So there's gonna be some type of rapid change, and you're pretty much gonna realize like either you're giving too much, they're giving too much. Like it's gonna be a leveling of the playing field that's gonna happen soon. Okay, how they feel towards you, they feel like you're very generous. They feel like a lot of excitement, but it's like there's some type of decision that needs to be made, okay?
Decision? Oh yes! Let's go!
Okay, is she scared to open her heart to commit for Mike?
Let's go for the
Right, Holy Spirit, is she scared to open her heart to commit for Mike?
I guess I don't even know.
This got Page of Wands, so that represents like eye opener, cheerfulness, energetic, imagination, inspiration, exploration. So it seems as though it's like they're not scared. Like they definitely imagine like opening up their heart and stuff like that. Are they shy to get a deep connection, Holy Spirit? Actually, I'm gonna do yes or no. Are they shy to get a deep connection, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it says no. So maybe this person could be giving them like the cold shoulder or something, or not talking to them. Or this could just represent like the conversations that should be being had aren't being had. So you have to open up the line of communication in order to get clarity on it, okay? But somebody, like, they're definitely not scared of the commitment, but you guys are not talking about what you need to talk about.
No, that could be true. No. Go.
What does Saweda think about Pakov? Holy Spirit.
Oh my god, yay. No, what have I done? Go, big chungus.
Let me see. Clarify, what does Saweda think about Pakov? Okay, so it's a lot of different choices as to what this person thinks about you. Okay, they definitely daydream in some type of way, but they're also realizing like what glitters isn't gold. So maybe this person knows your flaws. I don't know like how long you knew them or whatever, but they definitely view you as like a friend. They definitely see like a shared understanding when it comes to some type of situation. Or it could just be you guys have like a shared understanding as to why you guys aren't in contact. Like it's not malice, you know? You guys might have just grew apart or something. I don't know. But there's like anxiety, too much information, mental turmoil, emotional detachment, indecision. So there was some type of indecisiveness that could have led to you guys not being cool anymore or whatever. But there's definitely if you guys want to be friends again or whatever, it's gonna take a lot of patience and hard work and perseverance for the long-term success of this friendship, okay? But it's definitely some anxiety behind it, but maybe the anxiety could be because it's like, damn, it's been so long since we last talked, you know? I like to see my crush submit and show she opens her heart for love before showering her in gold, not worth risking. I mean, yeah, but you have to, you know, if it's a new situation, you know, you also have to give a person a little bit of time to open up, you know. Usually it's called love bombing when someone, you know, just opens up completely, like offer it. Like those are the people that end up being like your worst fucking nightmare. So have the conversation, okay? Have certain conversations about commitment and, you know, a future and stuff like that. Like that's how you have like gain connections with people, you know, and also like have fun together. That's also how you know if you guys will be compatible, if you're able to have fun, okay? Yeah, ain't no tarot came out for that with the crush. Yeah, it says lack of quality. So you're finding your direction, you know, when it comes to abundance or elegance, like you said before, showering somebody and whatever. But it seems as though the individuals that you're looking forward has no quality. It's like they are not worth whatever that you're trying to do for them. So you need to find some like-minded individuals, okay? You need to find people that are used to that are used to having love. It's like if a person is raised in love and a person is raised in survival, you're not going to be able to love them in the same way that you're used to it, you know, because maybe somebody doesn't know what that looks like. So if you know, that's why I always recommend that people make your intentions clear, okay? Make it clear how you want them to be, you know. Her quality is amazing. I'm falling in love with her legs, okay? But that right there, like, you're basing someone's quality off of a physical thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it's about the inside. It's not just about the outside, because a person can be beautiful on the outside and be rotten to the fucking core. So you can't be so surface level, because quality is not just about what a person is looking like. Literally, Queen of Cups, it's about compassion. It's about the inside. It's about their personality.
Wait.
Let's see. Holy Spirit, is Lady Boss gonna find real love soon?
Wait, what?
Ooh, you got 3 yeses. You have the answers, opening doors, access, stokes your passion, heart's desire, blooming. You get a lucky break. It's a successful venture. So when this true love comes in for you, it is going to hit you like a whirlwind. It's going to be your desires. Like, it's going to be like, you're going to be like, I can't, are you real? Like, you know, what's that thing where it's like, pinch me? Like, is this a fucking dream? Like, that's what it's giving. But you got 3 yeses, okay? I'm not making up nothing. You seen me shuffle. You got 3 yeses. Fuck up. Any messages from the angels? All right. Any messages from the angels for Puck Off, Holy Spirit?
If I just get me.
Okay. So these are your messages from the angels, okay? You have like short-term focus when it comes to something, but you're learning how to rise above your problems, okay? Because when it has these problems you could be suffering from, you're definitely gonna have a victory. It's a lot of success, okay, coming out of that. Yes. But in your situation, there's a lack of structure, especially when it comes to some type of conflict or trust issues, or it could be like a marriage, or even when it comes to your self-love. So you're being called to like not manipulate yourself as well. It seems as though, you know, you're not really that nice to yourself. Like, you have to start being more compassionate to yourself and to your feelings. It seems as though you put your feelings to the side a lot, and your angels want you to find more structure, especially with your emotional stability, on how you're viewing yourself and how you're treating yourself. It seems as though you're giving grace to others that you're not giving to yourself, okay? She never goes deep into it for him. So sad. It's like she can't trust him to have a deep love. Is she worthy of his love? He wants a good path. I don't understand what you're saying, and I feel like you're trolling me, so I'm just gonna ignore you. All right, Lady Boss. Any messages for Lady Boss from her angels?
Dang.
Okay, so you are currently walking away from situations that are not committed to working as a team with you, to individuals that aren't like trying to be at harmony. Okay, you're letting go, you're moving on, transition. So you're definitely transition right now. You're on a journey, you're on like a personal journey at this time, and you're leaving behind a lot. Confirmation, you're leaving behind a lot. Any more messages for Lady Boss from the angels, Holy Spirit? Because that didn't feel quite done. Yeah, somebody's playing in your energy. You're releasing. Did you see how those cards flew out and then this one fell? That was you releasing a lot of negative energy. You about to sleep good tonight.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. There was a reckless ass energy that was like attached to you in some type of way, and you released it. Okay? So stop claiming that. I don't know if you claiming it. Some type of frustration, something could be frustrating you. Stop claiming that, okay? Because you literally just released it. So if you're in your home, open up a window and breathe. Because it's definitely gone, okay? And any remnants of it is just anxiety. But yeah, that was definitely, yeah, it was only 2 cards that fell, and it looked like 4 cards that fell. So yeah, you definitely released some type of energy attachment, and it was literally through you letting go of like just individuals that weren't on the same page as you. It's like you probably had to deal with individuals that like committed to just not agreeing with you. And not to say that you need yes men, but at the same time, you know, you have to, you know, people need to pour into you just as much as you pour into them, okay? And that's what you're looking forward to, is reciprocated energies, okay? You're no longer, you know, putting so much into situations without receiving a lot in return. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of good things. It's a lot of release. So you're releasing a lot that does not serve you. So that's a really good space to be in. So continue to like commit to your healing. But y'all, I'm about to get off here. I was gonna stay on here for a little longer, but not gonna lie, whatever this person, I don't know what type of energy this person has, but it's making me nauseous.
I know.
Okay, but y'all have a good night. Okay, but whoever this person is, I'm sorry, empty full. I don't like, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but you're literally making me nauseous. There's something wrong with you or on you or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting the fuck off here. Y'all have a good night. Please subscribe. Bye.